Hey, Novellineal, doing some test plays today. So I'm going to be running a map here 7 days a week. Yeah, I saw in your notes it's your first map. Congratulations. Hoping you're having some fun mapping. Ran the map through the map checker, and it did flag a lot of stuff like vision blocks and double directionals. I'll link the map checker in case you haven't run it yet. I'm just going to run it, and I'll try to point out as many things as I can while we go. Probably won't be able to get them all just because that's hard to do in the live test play. So I'm going to start now. Okay, first thing, that is quite a bit of a hot start, especially with how fast the notes are starting. You probably want closer to 2 seconds of silence. That's just pretty fast. Otherwise, this is cool. Vision block there on the red stack is vision block. I think that was a reset on the blue. Yeah, so there's a lot of vision blocks here. So general rule of thumb is if you're using ProMapper, I don't know what the equivalent is in official editor. If you look at the half jump duration, that'll be on like your song info page. It basically gives you a number, and that's the number of beats that the notes spawn in. So if it gives you a number of like 1.5, then the note's gonna spawn in 1.5 beats ahead of the player. So the problem is that when you put a face note, any note that's kind of on that side of the map, so if it's like on the right side, any right side notes, left face note, left side of the map, any notes that are within the half jump duration behind that face block are going to be vision blocks because they're going to spawn in while that face note is right in my face. So general rule of thumb, like there's ways you can get around this, but once you're a more experienced mapper, but general rule of thumb is if you're going to put a face note, then you can't have any notes behind it on that half of the map for the length of your half jump duration. So if you use that tool, you can greatly reduce how many vision blocks you're going to have. I love face notes. I use them all the time, but I love when I can put in something like 50 face notes in my map and have 0 vision blocks. So that's kind of a hard concept to learn in the beginning. So either I would avoid face notes or really watch things like your half jump duration. Okay, I'm just going to go back a little bit. I don't have to go back to. It'll do like there. I'll link the. Okay, sorry. I guess I didn't go back because I wasn't expecting the duck. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna. Bear with me. We'll get there. Yeah, I think there were some resets on the blue there. That's a pretty big wrist roll into the stack. Yes, lots of vision blocks here. Ooh, some resets there. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to map this as tech. Okay. I don't know if you're trying to map this as tech. If it's more of like a balanced map, then yeah, you got to be a little bit more careful with these resets and these wrist rolls. So this section right here, just a quick look at it. There's some 4-lane wide swings here. I think the blue notes with the dots, I'll go back and play it again. You gotta be really careful with that. 4-lane wide swings are massive. They should only be for emphasizing like really big hits or if there's a lot of time between the notes. These are very fast, very wide swings, and this is going to be quite uncomfortable to play. Yeah, like, ooh. That's very dramatic. That up note on the red was a little uncomfortable to play. Again, I don't know if you're intending to map this as tech or if these are more beginner mistakes. Ooh, that slider is way too long. It's because I have to play it so slow, and the rest of the song is like really fast up to that point that there's like just no way I'm going to be able to slow down enough to hit that accurately. Sorry, that was a bad spot to start. Yeah, I mean, that red note is okay. Yeah, some resets there. reset there on the red, reset there on the blue, lots of vision blocks. Yeah, so definitely run it through the map checker because I'm not going to be able to flag them all. Well, yeah, lots of resets, vision blocks. Inline notes a little hard to read. Ow, okay. All right. Okay, so I think the inline notes are a little bit too fast and too hard to read, and they're very flicky with the speed of the map there. And for what it's worth, what I said ow about is because I was doing that flick while I was getting ready for the duck, and I jammed my finger in my leg. So I wouldn't do that. Like that kind of intensity when you're then getting the player to squat is like putting my hand right back. Again, that could just be a skill issue, but just FYI, that happened. I just like to point out things like that because you're going to have players who I will lovingly call idiots. And again, like you're playing for everybody, right? Also, that blue note behind the wall was really hard to see. I think there's other instances of it, but sorry, it's just hard to point them all out. Oh, that red note I don't think was set up properly. Yeah, that wrist roll into the stack is a little uncomfortable. I think this is the same as before. Those reds were hard to hit. Yeah, I think this is the same as before. Yeah, lots of resets throughout this part. All the vision blocks. You know what I'm really impressed with this as a first map? You have so much pattern variety. Oh yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So between the 4-lane wide swings and the flicks. So I'm also going to link, sorry, my voice is giving out of me. I'm also going to link the wiki for swing speed, which probably should give a read because basically flicks kind of double your speed and then 4 lines are doubling it in a very different way. Or increasing the speed in a very different way. So doing those together, one hand doing really big swings and one hand doing little flicks is kind of disorienting. So I would fix that. That was cool. Yeah, as someone who does a lot of test plays, and test plays a lot of beginner maps, like this has a lot of beginner mistakes, but man, there's a lot of creativity here. Yeah, like I said, sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, there's a lot of creativity here. Like, the vast majority of new maps that I play, like for beginning mappers, are typically, very center lane, very up and down, and such. You're all over the place, and I mean that in the best part, like in like a way I love. Right? You were using the space, you were getting me moving. Like that's the heart of mapping, and I think you're nailing that. It's just the technical stuff, right? If you can clean up the vision blocks, clean up the resets. The heart of the map is there. And that's, I think, much more important. So I'm going to end it there because I'm going to die of the cough. Let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise I hope that helps.